Hello everyone and welcome back to VGIW. It's episode 38. We got some amazing action for you here tonight. Some Royal Dungeon qualifiers, some number 1 contendership matches, and some championship matches, including the Women's World title for our main event. Let's get into this. So in our first match, it's a Royal Dungeon qualifying match. Dan the Man Decker, Ace the Tank Bakke, V Taratine, and Keller are all duking it out. One of these men will be in the Royal Dungeon match. Now, I mentioned it before, but to win a Royal Dungeon qualifying match, there's no pinfall, there's no submission. You have to escape the cage. Now, coming out of the ring first is Ace the Tank Bakke. Ace the Tank Bakke, if I remember correctly, not just the VGIW Iron Will champion, but hardcore champion as well. That means that Ace is on a tear at the moment. If he can win those 2 belts and win this, he could be on the hunt to being the first person to hold 3 championship belts. 3! That is genuinely incredible. And there he is. There's Ace the Tank Bakke, ready to bring the fight here tonight. This is going to be incredible. Ace the Tank Bakke right now, a dual champion. And remember, if you win this match, you head into the Royal Dungeon. If you win the Royal Dungeon, you get to go for the world title. That's going to be at Regal Rampage, the Royal Dungeon match in our pre-show. That's going to be incredible. Ace the Tank Bakke right now could go on to become the first person to hold 3 titles at once. We've only ever had dual champions up till this point. But of course, Ace is up against 3 very capable contenders here, in my opinion. So, as much as Ace might be my favourite to win this, I can't count out the other opposition. Alright, so coming down to the ring next, that's V Taratine. V Taratine, a wrestler who I believe was from the back in the day of Terrific Texas Wrestling. If you check out the channel, you'll find the first tape that we uncovered of the days of Terrific Texas Wrestling. We are currently restoring more tapes from those days, so hopefully before too long, you'll get to see more from the days of Terrific Texas Wrestling. Stay tuned, that should be very interesting. We get to see some of the origins of some of our older wrestlers. You know, we've already seen a match with Keith Storm. We've seen, I'm trying to remember now. We've seen the likes of Theodore Cornwall, Don Lee, David Hagen. Check it out. It's going to be interesting when we get tape 2 all sorted out. V Taratine finally came all the way here to VGIW. Gotta imagine there's a fair bit of ring rust, but he might just have dusted it all off here in the cage. But speaking of the days of Terrific Texas Wrestling, in the latter days of Terrific Texas Wrestling before its shutdown, came this man, Dan the Man Decker. Dan the Man Decker, a multi-time TTW World Champion. A multi-time TTW champion, Dan the Man Decker, in its final days, came in and rose to the top. Now, it's been a while since those days of TTW. Dan Decker wants to have a resurgence here in VGIW. He's been finding it a struggle. The game has changed since then. But he's not relented at all, consistently hunting down those opportunities to try and stand atop the mountain that is VGIW. What might be his greatest challenge to date. If he thought it was tough in TTW, well, here in VGIW, it's a whole other ball game. Dan the Man Decker, though, always entertaining regardless. And you gotta wonder if he can make the stars align, if he can recapture that same ability he had back in those days. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll recover one of the tapes that had early Dan the Man Decker's matches so we can see what he was like in his peak. And I don't want to make it seem like he's past it just because I say peak. He's still got a lot left in the tank. You think about the likes of Shawn Michaels, who was at his peak back in, say, the 90s, yet managed to rise up to prominence in the noughties, you know, in the midst of like 2006 to 2008. Now, coming out of the ring, here comes Keller, a multi-time tag team champion. His tag team partner, Hardcore Hank. Now, Hardcore Hank, a multi-time world champion. I think Hardcore Hank is actually in the Royal Dungeon match, so that is going to be very exciting. But Keller, if Hank is in the match, will be joining him. My goodness. Apologies, I'm just going to be extra sure about this. But man, yes, in fact, Hank is in the Royal Dungeon match. He won his qualifier. What would it mean for the guild if Keller were to join him? Surely Hank's ego would not stay in check if his friend, if his partner, were to get involved. I feel that that could strain the tag team. The cage has been lowered, the bell's been rung, the match begins, and here we go. Oh, look at Dan Decker there. Oh, Ace reverses it. DDT, and a nice front suplex slam there from Keller. Now you're watching some amazing athletes here going at it. Again, we've got a dual champion in Ace the Tank Bakke, Iron Will champion and Hardcore champion. You've got Dan the Man Decker, who is a multi-time TTW champion. Back in the days when TTW was still around, he was one of the best, and he still has a lot left to give. Then you got V Taratine, more of a TTW veteran. Definitely the oldest person in this match, who looks to have one last hurrah, you know, in his wrestling career. Then you got Keller, undoubtedly the youngest in this match. A multi-time tag team champion, and someone who I have to imagine wants to go that step ahead. He wants to take that next step up in his career. He wants to not just be a great tag wrestler, he wants to be one of the best of the best. Oh, look at this, Dan the Man Decker now looking to climb up the cage. Keller's tried as well, but Keller, realizing V was on his case, decided to get down. And now V Taratine, fall away, slam! And then the Man Decker has been taken down. And Ace, look at that, he's excited. Keller there, taking down V Taratine. And now, look at this as Ace the Tank Bakke drives down Dan. Bringing Dan back up to his feet once again. Nice punch to the side there, and now some stiff strikes. Oh, look at this. Oh, nice double underhook butterfly suplex right there. And V right now is beating the hell out of Keller. Oh, now look at this. Snake Eyes! Meanwhile, V Taratine's looking to try and escape, but Dan the Man Decker is after him. Now, V Taratine and Dan the Man Decker have undoubtedly got to have some history, given that they were back, given that they would have been in TTW. I wonder if V, back in the day, would have taught a young Dan Decker a thing or two when he was learning the ropes. Now the brawl is happening. Oh, a senton unintentionally onto Keller. But that almost woke Keller up, it seems. And now, look at that. Fireman's carry from V Taratine. V Taratine's not going to have a flashy moveset. Unlike the likes of Keller and Ace, who are a bit more bombastic, high energy, V is more grounded. He's not going to have the technical fluidity that Dan the Man Decker has, but his moveset works. It's all about, what's the word I'm looking for? Utility. Oh, look at those headbutts. While that's happening, V Taratine looks to try and climb the cage, but Keller there grabbing V Taratine, driving the knee into the cage. And look how thick the bars are on that cage. That is going to do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Ace Attack Bakke looking to climb the cage now. Keller's making his way over. Oh! Keller acting like gatekeeper right now. Oh my goodness me! Look at that. Keller and Dan feel pretty confident right about now. And now, oh, look at this. Nice shoulder back toss there. And driving the leg of Ace down. Dan Decker, ooh, clothesline to the back of the head there from Dan the Man Decker. And now, look at this. Keller and Dan are right now in control. Though V Taratine, the first to get up and start fighting back here. Nice takedown. Meanwhile, Keller now looking to try and get out, back out there. V, however, saying, not today, young'un, not today. Driving Keller down. And now, V's trying to go up by the corner. Dan and Mandeka now going after V here. And, oh, look at this. Electric chair drop. Driving him down. Good God, on the Keller, and Keller is winded. Trying to get back to his feet. Good Lord. You can see there, Dan bringing down Ace now. And now it looks like it's Dan's turn to try and climb the cage. In these Royal Dungeon qualifiers, there's, the only way to win this match is by escaping the cage. But, so this is a very interesting to see how this all goes. Keller's trying now. Ace, meanwhile, isn't minding it at all. He's psyching himself up. I think I know what could be coming here. That's usually the sign of an Ace the Tank Bakke comeback. Oh, but V-Taratine just kicks Ace right in the head. He gets down, though. I think he realized that it was not going to happen. Wait a minute. Ace! Oh, my God! That was Brass Knuckles! V-Taratine! Oh, that dirty old snake. Using Brass Knuckles. That is horrendous. I know it's a steel cage match, no disqualification, but you'd think that he'd have more standards than that. But I guess not. It doesn't look like it's... Oh, God! I was going to say it doesn't look like it's mattered all that much. Ace still seems to be going through it. I mean, hardcore champion and all. But being thrust into the cage like that might have done it. And now, the pile driver. Oh, good God. Driving that head into the mat, compressing the neck. You got to think that is going to be the end. No! Ace is still going. Meanwhile, look at Keller with that deadlift power bomb. Ace is back. He is going... Oh, he's climbing the cage here. Keller ready to join him here. Oh, Ace kicking Keller away. And now getting back down. He realised that Keller was on his case and smartly realised that it wasn't time to try and escape. Oh, nice elbow there. And a takedown. Oh, man. Now. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Into the cage again. And Ace has been busted open. Dan's been sent into the cage as well. And you can see Ace checking his head for the blood. That was definitely a nasty blow there. And now you can see V-Taratine taking quite a bit of abuse here as Keller goes for an electric chair drop. V is tougher than a $2 steak. Oh, wait a minute. Ace calling for the door while Dan hits that neck breaker. The door's been opened. And now it looks like Ace is going to make his escape. But here comes Dan. Dan trying to pull Ace back in. Ace trying to hold on. Trying to push Dan away. Look at this. It's a push and pull contest. It's a tug of war. Punches Dan away. But wait a minute. Dan. Oh, Ace. Ace is out. Ace has won. Ace has won. Oh my God. Ace is heading to the Royal Dungeon match. If Ace wins the Royal Dungeon match, once again, like I said, he will go for the world title at VGIW Finale 2. Ace, right now, is on the path to being a triple champion. My God! Ace has held the Limitless World title before. He has never held the top prize, however, the VGIW Men's World Championship. Will that change? Oh my God, what an opening match. Next up, it's a #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental title. Triple threat, let's do this. Winner of this match will be challenging for the Intercontinental title at Regal Rampage, if memory serves correctly. But coming down to the ring first, it's Wholesome Shaw. Wholesome Shaw has held the Intercontinental title before. Oh, no, my apologies. It's not for the Intercontinental title. Oh, my goodness. It's for the Limitless title. I do apologize. It is for the Limitless title. So this would be the biggest title of Wholesome Shaw's career if he can go on to win it. And honestly, right now, with the Who currently holds the title, he's got a decent chance if he were to progress. As right now, the Limitless champion is Mammoth, the War Beast. That is someone Shaw has beaten before to become Intercontinental champion. So if Shaw wins this triple threat match, he's almost a shoo-in to become our next Limitless champion. But it will not be easy. That's a damn sure. Especially with the opponents he has tonight. Two massive behemoths in that ring, including our 7'4" giant. It's Herman. Now Herman, another veteran of the squared circle. He's been around since day one for VGIW. He's been around in the likes of Terrific Texas Wrestling. Still going strong after all this time. He's won his fair share of big name matches. He has shown that he has still got a lot left to give. His finishing move, the Burning Herman, a Burning Hammer from the top of that giant's shoulders, is an almost certain end to the match. But of course, he's up against young competition here, and I can say with no doubt in my mind that this will be a difficult challenge for Herman. But Herman always able to take on a lot of challenges. He is tough as anything. He might be slower, but he's strong, he's tough. That age gives him experience over his competitors. He's an old dog in this game, but he might be one of the best old dogs in professional wrestling. But there's one more piece to this puzzle. One more wrestler in this match. Here comes the Crusher. The Crusher, a former Limitless champion, might be looking to hold the title for a second time. The Crusher, for a long time, was undefeated until he lost the belt to Katsuyori Machida. And he only lost that by first blood. The Crusher, one of the most fearsome wrestlers I've ever seen. He looks like a walking science experiment. He's so big, so imposing, so powerful. When he gets going, he can be truly terrifying. Since he debuted here in VGIW, he has been a consistent threat. I remember that he very quickly went on to win the Regal Rampage match to go on for the world title. Now, he ended up losing the match. No, he didn't lose the match, sorry. Hardcore Hank ended up getting pinned so that Reaper would go on to, win the world title. So we count that as a null point. He was never pinned, so, technicality. Point is, the Crusher had never been defeated by anyone until Katsuyori Machida. And it's kind of apt here that, we're seeing, the people here. On one hand, you've got Wholesome Shaw, who's beaten the current Limitless champion before for the Intercontinental title in the past. You've got the Crusher, who not only has he won a Regal Rampage match, but he's been Limitless champion, so heading into Regal Rampage to go for the Limitless title might be a sure thing for him. Then you got Herman, this giant who has been around since day one. He has been consistently giving it his all and looks to try and win a big, win it big, in his, in this stretch. I don't know when he plans to retire, but I just know Herman, he's always lived and breathed this business, so I think he'll give up when they carry him out in a box. Also, I'm sure there, back of the head. Good work there. Now the Crusher, Russian leg sweep. Now we got three big powerhouses in this match. Wholesome Shaw, he wrestled like someone who wrestled in their prime in the 80s, but with a little bit more energy to him, perhaps. A little bit more stamina, that's for sure. But he can throw wrestlers around so easily, lifting them up in the air. I remember when he did it with Mammoth. If that was the kind of match that Hulk Hogan had with Andre the Giant, oh oh my goodness, then that would have been incredible. It would have been a 5-star classic, that's for sure. Then you got Herman, that size, that power. You know, as you can see, Herman, he is an immovable object. But we talk about the immovable object, we've got to talk about the unstoppable force that is the Crusher. The Crusher, who has made quick work, has made a mincemeat out of so many wrestlers. And has proven to be nigh on unkillable. Oh my god, that's Shaw there. Actually taking the referee out. That can happen sometimes, unfortunately. It's one of the one of the hazards of being a referee for VGIW and GHK. These wrestlers are big, they move fast. Unfortunately, you might get caught in the crossfire. Now, obviously, you know triple threat rules. It's just one pinfall or one submission. Whoever gets that pinfall or submission will be moving on to the Limitless Championship match at Regal Rampage to face the Warbeast Mammoth. Now, the Warbeast Mammoth has won almost every title that VGIW has to offer. The only ones I don't think he's ever won are the Iron Will and United Kingdom Championships. The other championships, the Intercontinental, the Men's World title, the Limitless title, the Hardcore title, the Tag Team title, he's won them all. Mammoth is someone who has been on a warpath, and my god, dude, oh god! Wow! Sure, he's being very careless right now. I know Shaw, he's not someone who does that intentionally, but he's being very careless right now. I think he's feeling the pressure, facing a legend in Herman and facing a former Limitless champion in the Crusher. I think Shaw is, he's trying to put 200% in, but it's making him careless here. Now, as I was saying, the Warbeast Mammoth has been nigh on unstoppable. He has taken out some of our best. If you can beat him, then that is that is rare. Let's just say that. Oh God! Nice work there from Shaw, taking the Crusher out of the picture, allows him to focus on the Giant. Herman right now taking a beating. What is Shaw going to do? It is not going to be easy for him here. Shaw has a hell of a task on his hands. Oh, nice elbow there to the midsection. And now, fireman's carry. Herman's back up, going for a Russian leg sweep. Nice work there by Wholesome Shaw. Wait a minute, the Crusher. Oh, the Crusher now hit. Look at that. Shaw is definitely giving 200% here in this match. You've got to think that he is absolutely trying to give the performance of his life here. My word. Oh, kick there. Shaw is out of the picture for now. And a big backbreaker to the Crusher. Herman now standing over the Crusher. Looks like he's going to rake the back. Oh, that is painful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A boost of energy there from Herman. Is it possible? Is he going to be able to get that opportunity? Someone as old as him, you've got to think that those opportunities are getting thinner and thinner. But it looks like Wholesome Shaw taking Herman out of the equation here, going for the pin here. 1, 2, and the Crusher has had too much time to recover and the kick out. My goodness. Oh, good grief. Going for another pinfall here. 1, 2, and Herman's back in. Herman looking at Shaw here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Burning Herman. He's going to hit it. Driving. Wholesome Shaw. And Crusher's out at the moment. 1, 2. He's going to do it. 3. Herman. About to collapse. Wins and is heading to Regal Rampage. It's going to be giant on giant. Herman versus Mammoth at Regal Rampage for the VGIW Limitless World title. My goodness me, that is incredible. My God. Herman, somehow, some way, This old dog is still got enough fight in him to bring it to some of the best of VGIW. That is incredible. You've got to think it's not going to be easy for him, but if he can win this match, well, there's a chance for him. There is a chance that at Regal Rampage we'll have a new Limitless World Champion. But to do that, he's going to have to wage war with the Wall Beast. Can he do it? Tune in for Regal Rampage when that airs. Now for our next match, it's for the United Kingdom Championship. Ethan the Hunter takes on the United Kingdom Champion, Juggernaut. Now, oh man, the United Kingdom Championship is kind of like our TV title. It's a title that gets defended on the regular. And suffice to say, it's always hotly contested. We usually have some great multi-man matches on the pay-per-views for it. Usually extremely highly competitive affairs. Now, we're going to have two hard-hitting wrestlers fight for it here tonight. Coming out of the ring first is Ethan the Hunter. Ethan the Hunter, actually, we were talking about the Limitless title in the last match. Ethan the Hunter is someone who was a very nearly Limitless champion. When we were doing the first ever Limitless champion, to crown our first ever Limitless champion, we had this massive competition. Ethan the Hunter, I believe he went undefeated headed into the tournament, and he got to the very finals where he only lost to Ace the Tank Bakke. This is because Ethan the Hunter, with some MMA stylings in his offense, has some stiff strikes and that guillotine choke, which ultimately puts wrestlers away. If he gets that in, if he gets that locked in, you have two options: tap out or pass out. It's as simple as that. And Juggernaut's going to have to keep that in mind if he wants to stand a chance here. If he wants to retain that title, he's going to have to give everything he's got. Now, of course, Juggernaut's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Juggernaut, a great brawler. He's like a battering ram. When he, there's a very clear difference in the way that these two operate. Juggernaut is not graceful by any means, but it doesn't matter. He will beat you to a pulp. He will bludgeon you. He will batter you. He will leave you a broken heap on the ground. It doesn't matter to him. All that matters to him is retaining that United Kingdom Championship. Because of that, there's a very real chance he will come out victorious here. There's the United Kingdom Championship. Ignore the side plates. Now, this is something that has been had by quite a few people, but still is hotly contested. Was formerly the Light Heavyweight Championship until it was authorized to be renamed by Walter Abbott. Now, Walter Abbott renaming it as the United Kingdom Championship does mean that it's no longer just for light heavyweights, though I believe Ethan Hunter is actually a light heavyweight. Don't know about Juggernaut. Juggernaut a little bit broader, a little bit taller, might be in heavyweight territory, but still a hard-hitting match regardless. I'm really, really excited to see how this one goes. Now the referee asking for the belt. Juggernaut giving it a look. I think Juggernaut knows the severity. I don't think Juggernaut is going to kid himself here. He knows this match could be his last with the UK title. Sometimes you do have to be a realist. You should always be confident in yourself. You don't want to just think you've got no chance, but you can't be cocky. If you're cocky, you're prone to making mistakes. And because of that, you can see right here, Juggernaut knows what he's up against and is able to plan for it. With that nice schoolboy powerbomb, he gets the early offense in. And wait a minute, Oh, getting into the corner. I think he was going to gear up for his finish, but I think he realised Ethan was still going. Even with the guillotine choke. Has he got it locked in? You can see that Juggernaut struggling, and I don't think he got it in. You can see there, Juggernaut throwing Ethan there, who barely lands on his feet. Oh, caught there. And now you see here, what a match. What a hard-hitting affair right out of the gate. Going for a pin here. 1. Ooh, only a 1 count. This match is right off to the races, 0 to 100. And now you can see Ethan the Hunter now going for the arm of Juggernaut. That was quick. Ethan there calling to the crowd. The crowd are on their feet here. And continuing to go for the arm once again. Oh, nice work there by Ethan. And now... oh, look at that. Oh, God. Oh, no, that's nasty. Oh, but you can see there. Already you can tell that Juggernaut's done a number on him. Oh, nice takedown. These two are racing right out of the gate. There's been some hard-hitting offense here. 1. Only a 1 count. Ethan is far from done, despite how hard these two have been hitting each other. Oh, here we go. What is he doing here? Oh, grabbing the leg. Ooh. And now, what is Juggernaut going to do here? It seems he's fully in control here. Going for a... oh, wait a minute. DDT, and he's been busted open. My God, Juggernaut's bleeding. How hard are these two hitting each other? They are knocking lumps out of each other. Looks like Ethan is setting it up to put this away. Going for a pin here. 2. Oh, and a kick out there. But I imagine Ethan now got the guillotine. He's going to be going for the guillotine choke here. Oh, bringing Juggernaut to his feet, but Juggernaut shoulder tackle there. Oh, nice roll away from Ethan. You see Ethan there jockeying for position, but Juggernaut 1 step ahead there, you know, able to think on his feet, and Ethan there had to shake the cobwebs out. The fact that he shook them out so quickly, I think Juggernaut didn't get as much time to bounce back as he thought he was going to. But wait a minute, he might just put it away here. Look at this. Oh my God. Power bomb. And that might do it. Looking back at Ethan, he's rolling him up for the pin. 1, 2, and Ethan kicks out. What a match. No time wasted at all. These two are going for the kill here. Someone is going to buckle. Someone is going to break. Oh, look at this. Some kicks to the midsection. And boom to the side of the head. And now, Ethan the Hunter here. Lining it up. Looking for the guillotine choke. He's got it. He's got it. Surely that has got to be it. You can see Juggernaut struggling. Juggernaut struggling. Ethan might not have it locked in. I think he's trying to make Juggernaut fade here. I think it's in. Oh, he lets go. He's let go. I think Juggernaut was wriggling, was getting it to be loosened. 1, 2, wasn't enough. No, it wasn't. My God. Juggernaut's struggle there meant that Ethan was loosening his grip. And that meant that he had to let go, and it wasn't held on for long enough to take Juggernaut out of the match. My God, what a match. What a battle this has been. And now, oh, fireman's carry there. Fireman's carry. And, oh, nice punch there. Knocked Juggernaut off his feet. Oh, man. Going to go for a spine buster. Driving Ethan down. Now Juggernaut's climbing to the top rope here. What is he planning? Oh, he's calling for Ethan to his feet. Here we go. Oh, what a crossbody from the top rope. And now some stiff clubbing blows to the side of the head. Go on, a stiff dump to the gut for good measure. 1, 2, and a kick out. My word. What is it going to take? Ethan's back on his feet. Oh, nice stiff. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Boom. Back of the head smashing into the mat. 2, 3! And we have a new UK champion! We have a new United Kingdom champion! Ethan the Hunter has just successfully become our new United Kingdom champion. But my God, that never slowed down for an instant. So much offense, so much damage dealt to each other. These two were out for blood. And in the case of Ethan, he got it and more. My goodness. He gave Juggernaut a Crimson Mask in exchange for the gold wrapped around his waist. That was impressive right there. Not just from Ethan, but from Juggernaut. We've got to give Juggernaut credit as well. Frequently, I feel, coming close to winning the match and retaining the gold. That was everything I could have hoped from those two and more. But there you go, Ethan, now our United Kingdom champion. Standing tall, standing proud. That is remarkable. And if he can keep that up, I imagine he'll hold on to that title for a while. Next up, it's another Royal Dungeon qualifying match. Herman, Hanchachaya, Wade Danielson, and Sid Onslaught all competing tonight. Here we go. Coming down to the ring now. By the way, just to clarify something, Herman was booked into this match as well because it was already pre-booked. You know, these Royal Dungeon qualifying matches. So, don't blame Herman, blame me. Out of kayfabe, blame me. It's a case of it's actually a case of there was a lot of booking that I just had to tightly squeeze to get to the end of the 2K19 run. It's why you've also seen Antonio get booked twice, I think, last time. So, my fault, I apologise. But anyway, let's get back to kayfabe mode. Here we go now. Hanchachaya coming down to the ring. Now, Hanchachaya, a former Iron Wheel champion, someone who has dominated and almost terrorized many wrestlers in his time here. In 2K18, he was one of the, when Ace the Tank Bakke looked to be unstoppable, he was the first real person to show that he could beat Ace. To show that Ace was beatable. He managed to be one of the top wrestlers and in Orcs Wrestling Live during that time. Continued to be one of the top wrestlers in Orcs Wrestling Live heading into 2K19. Has continued to terrorize and rise up the ranks here in VGIW. But has never held the top prize here in VGIW. He's done so in Orcs Wrestling Live, but yet has yet to reach the mountaintop. Despite his impressive matches, his impressive wins, he's never gotten that big win. Now here's someone who has Wade Danielson coming down to the ring right now. He's been a former world champion and it looks to be one of the best. I believe he's been a world champion and a Limitless champion. So a two-time world champion heading into this thing. Wade Danielson is one of the greatest high flyers that VGIW has ever seen. Someone who can gracefully fly through the air, fling himself at his opponents. The 450 splash is almost certain to put a match away. His World Championship reign ended when Platinum Pete used his briefcase, his VGIW Championship briefcase, to get a world title opportunity at Regal Rampage. I believe it was the last Regal Rampage in the world title match. Platinum Pete came down in what was one of the greatest cashing in of the briefcase we've ever seen. And coming down tonight for the second booking in a row. Out of kayfabe. Sorry. I'll try to avoid double booking like this in future. Coming down the ring, the Giant Herman. Now imagine what this could mean if Herman comes out victorious here. Not only would he get to challenge for the Limitless title, but he'd be in the Royal Dungeon match, which means he could end up going for the world title. I was saying about how the Giant, he's old, but he wants to make he wants to make as much of it his time before inevitably he has to hang up the boots. Imagine if he was to go in and win both top prizes We've had dual champions before, but never like that. Never with the two hottest singles titles in VGIW. The giant Herman, though, I can't imagine him scaling a cage, if I'm honest. Someone that large, you know, there's a reason we got such thick bars on the cage, that's all I'm saying. You know, we have to accommodate for different sizes of wrestlers. That cage has to be sturdy. So while Herman has a chance, he's got some stiff competition here, including our next opponent, who Herman knows very well. Here we go. The final man of the match. The son of Herman, it's Sid Onslaught. Sid, the son of the giant, has started rising up the ranks and has beaten his father in the past. His finishing move, the electric chair powerbomb, managing to pull that on his father. You know, Sid Onslaught could have an argument for being pound for pound one of the strongest wrestlers in the company, and given that he's already so big, clearly inheriting some of the size genes from his father, that makes him one of the scariest wrestlers in terms of strength we have. Might be the strongest wrestler overall in VGIW. Not only that, he's got a lot of stubbornness, a lot of aggression. While he and Herman have patched things up, you know for a fact that Sid still has to be motivated to not only match but beat the legacy of his father. That's something that hangs over the heads of many second and third generation wrestlers. The fact that their parents have managed to build such massive careers for themselves. And you've got to step outside of that shadow. A win here would be huge for Sid Onslaught. But against the likes of Hanch, Wade, and his father Herman, it's not going to be easy. The cage has been lowered though. And now the bell's been rung. And it looks like Herman and Sid are going to avoid each other for now. I imagine, like I said, the animosity between those two has been patched up. I think once Sid realised there was a greater evil and he had to help his father from his, he had to help his father Herman from Herman's friend, quote unquote, Greg, who had betrayed him. That's a whole other story for another time. But that was one hell of a situation, and it meant that those two were able to patch things up. And it's probably why they haven't gone for each other yet. You see Hanch there tried escaping, but Herman was on him. Now Herman's not going to be at 100% after that match from earlier, so you got to wonder how well Herman is going to be able to do in a match like this. Meanwhile, you got Sid Onslaught, who is doing really well here and going toe-to-toe with Wade Danielson. I wonder if Wade is in the right environment for him to win here. A steel cage match like this, the way Wade works, he's great when he's able to fling himself inside and out of the ring. Being in a cage means that his methods of mobility have been limited. And you got to wonder if that's going to prove to be a problem for Wade Danielson. So right out of the gate, I got to say, I don't rate Herman and Wade's chances here. Herman, he's exhausted, and he's up against very stiff competition in this match. Wade is not in the right environment, and right now getting played with by Hanch like a cat with a mouse. I've got to say, my two favourites are Hanch and Sid, though right now Herman climbing the cage. Oh, and there you go. Sid catching Herman here. Nice takedown. Ooh, and Wade being sent into the bars of the cage. Now, Hanch is a technical wizard. So many submission holds. He might be the greatest submission wrestler we have here. Like, him and Plant and Pete are probably some of the, him, Pete and Ace. Those are three of the four horsemen of submission wrestling here. People who have so much ability for submission wrestling that it's scary. The way they can twist you and turn you, you don't want to get in the ring with them. Oh, it looks like Herman now looking to climb the cage, but Wade is on him. And now Sid's going to try. But Hanch is on Sid. Like father, like son. Oh my god! Like father, like son. And now, Hanch is going to try it, but Wade is coming over. Driving the knee. Now, the thing you might not notice is that left knee that was driven into the cage is actually Hanch's weak knee. He's got a knee brace for it. So, that actually, I'm surprised Hanch was able to hold up there. Wait a minute, look at this. Way there, nice neck breaker. Herman's trying again to escape, but once again, Wade, ooh, into the cage. Herman trying to cling on, but he is exhausted. He's done a lot tonight. Thank you, Herman. I appreciate that you're trying to do everything you can, but man, oh man, you might have overworked yourself here. Oh, Herman taking Wade into the corner. But Wade, oh, nice clothesline there from Hanch. Oh, Wade Danielson. Nice there. Going for the leg. Good work. And now, oh, here we go. Hanch Acharya. Hanch is going to try and climb up the cage. Wade's not noticed. Herman hasn't noticed. Hanch has a free pass up there right now. As Wade gets thrown across the ring, Sid Onslaught, Herman, they both notice now. And now Hanch. Oh, look at this. Trying to bring Hanch back in. Oh, wait a minute. Sid, he's getting kicked down. And now it's a race. Look at this. Herman, Hanch, both on top of the cage. Herman is trying to race Hanch. Could he make it? Can he make it? Can he do it? Oh my God. Hanch is down. Hanch is down. Wade can only fight one front at a time. He's bringing the giant in, but Hanch has now got a free pass. No one's going to be able to stop him. He's getting down. Hanch is making it to the Royal Dungeon match. My God. My God. What a bout. What a battle. And Hanch Acharya heading the Regal Rampage's Royal Dungeon match. The Chamber. It welcomes its next participant. That Royal Dungeon match is looking to have some of the best here tonight. Here at Regal Rampage's pre-show. Be sure to check it out when it airs. Next up, Katsuyori Machida made his career here in VGIW by ending an undefeated streak. Can he repeat it here tonight against Brutus Armstrong? This is not going to be easy. Katsuyori Machida, a wrestler who has wowed since his debut with some of the best matches I've ever seen against the likes of Samuel the Savior, becoming a Limitless World Champion when he busted open the Crusher, ending the Crusher's undefeated streak by beating him in the ring. And now, looking to try and repeat that here tonight as he takes on the undefeated streak of Brutus Armstrong. My goodness. This is going to be incredible. What a battle this will be. I don't know who to go for. Honestly, I straight up do not know who to go for. Brutus is undefeated. Brutus is powerful. But Katsuyori Machida has repeatedly shown that he can go beyond the limits of VGIW. He's shown repeatedly that he can do what so many can't. You got to imagine that if anyone's going to be able to do it, if anyone's going to be able to beat the streak, it would be Katsuyori Machida. Katsuyori standing here, proud, standing tall, and he's determined as ever. Man, will he be able to do it? Oh gosh. This is going to be one hell of a brawl. Here comes Brutus Armstrong. Brutus Armstrong, undefeated here in VGIW, has faced some of the best of VGIW. He's faced the likes of Wade Danielson. He's faced so many top contenders here in VGIW, and no one has yet managed to beat him. Brutus Armstrong, we're currently trying to track down all the matches win-loss records, so we don't know the exact state of Brutus's undefeated streak, but it's without a doubt the biggest undefeated streak in VGIW history. Brutus Armstrong is unlike anyone we've ever seen before. So much power, so much strength. His finishing move, the superplex into the Falcon Arrow, is almost a guaranteed match ender, but if you're not careful, he'll hit you with a bicycle kick and you'll get hit so hard, that'll end it. It's what makes Brutus Armstrong so powerful. He can just take you out so quick, so easily. It makes him such a dangerous wrestler to go up against. Because you can bring your A game, but one mistake, one slip up, and it's all over. Katsuyori Machida is going to be fighting one of his toughest matches of all time. Here we go, Katsuyori checking his tights, getting ready for this one. The bell is rung, the match begins. And Brutus starts things off with one hell of an arm toss, chucks him halfway across the ring there. And now going for a big splash. And going for an early pin here, but Katsuyori kicks out at 1. This is going to be a big match here. Bringing Katsuyori up to his feet. And now going for a suplex. Nice work. Oh, look at this. Brutus here into another suplex. And keeping a hold of Katsuyori. Goes for a third suplex, a fisherman suplex. Good work there by Brutus Armstrong. And now going for the arm of Katsuyori. Oh, Katsuyori rolls back to his feet here, but immediately caught by Brutus. Brutus right now on a roll here. I think the thing I've got to note here is I was saying about how this is going to be Katsuyori's toughest match. I think this might also be Brutus's toughest match. You know, I've been selling how tough Brutus is, but once again, Katsuyori is a former world champion. Katsuyori has ended an undefeated streak before when he was the first person to beat the Crusher in the middle of the ring. You know, as much as I'm saying this is Katsuyori's toughest match, this will no doubt be Brutus's toughest match as well. And he's giving everything he's got here. You can tell that he's taken it up a notch to be able to stand up to Katsuyori Machida. And right now he's doing exceptionally well, way better than I would have expected. Now look at that, nice roll back there from Brutus Armstrong. And he's going for a pin here. Gotta be too early though, surely. 2. Oh my goodness. Nearly was a very quick match there. But Katsuyori still not out. And now fireman's carry as Katsuyori looks to turn the tides. Nice kick there, knocking Brutus off his feet just as he was trying to get back up. Nice Northern Lights suplex. Great work there as Katsuyori psychs himself up here. Bringing Brutus back to his feet. Look at that big clothesline. Brutus gets back to his feet. Another clothesline though. Brutus once again gets to his feet. Tries to use the corner as a respite, but no luck there. Tries to go for a clothesline, but look at that. Katsuyori Machida. And you can see that Brutus, he is winded after that. And now those stiff knee strikes, taking the wind out of his sails. That's usually the beginning of the end for for a match against Katsuyori Machida. Katsuyori, oh my god, he might actually have it. 1, 2, oh my god. But Katsuyori, with those knee strikes, he is closing in. Oh my god, there's no way. Katsuyori! He's got it! 1, 2, no! A kick out! Brutus somehow, someway finds it within himself to kick out! Oh my god, Brutus Armstrong there with the Irish whip. Oh my goodness, taking it to the outside. You gotta wonder the stress of what it means to be undefeated. Sure, it means you're a cut above the rest, but being undefeated means every match has so many eyes on it, so many people wondering, is this the match where you finally lose? Will you become like everyone else? That's gotta be hard for Brutus, especially against wrestlers like Katsuyori Machida, who could so easily end it for him. And so nearly did end it. Oh, Katsuyori calling for Brutus here. What is he planning? He gets back into the ring here. Count of 7. That was getting a bit close there. Irish whip against the ropes. And driving down the flapjack. Goes for the pin once again. 1, 2, no. Brutus staying strong in this. Katsuyori. Look at this. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, haluva kick. Could this be the end? No, Brutus. He's staying strong. He's staying in this. And now the bicycle kick. Point blank with the bicycle kick. 1, 2, 3. Brutus Armstrong. The streak continues. But look at that. You can tell, he is thanking his lucky stars that he managed to pull that one off. That match was a lot shorter than the one with Antonio, but that might have been more down the wire. Katsuyori Machida, my God, had Brutus on the ropes there. It was a match, that match started off in Brutus's favour, went into Katsuyori's favour, and once again landed back in Brutus's favour in the end, but just barely. What a brawl. What a match. Great work right there. From both sides there. That was absolutely incredible. There's a reason both of these two, I'd say, are some of our top wrestlers. Brutus Armstrong, undefeated. Katsuyori, a former world champion. In any other day, if there wasn't a world title on the line, that would have been a main event for sure. Also, apologies, I just had a hiccup. I don't know if it picked up on the mic. Next up, it's a United Team Championship match. It's a tables match as Kelly Baxter and Grace Cameron takes on Minnie Taylor and Sandra Davies. The United Team titles. These titles have had one hell of a competitive tag scene. And coming out of the ring now is Grace Cameron and Kelly Baxter. Kelly Baxter, one of the largest women on the roster. These two make up the team of Full Throttle. Full Throttle right now making their way down to the ring. They are rough. I'd say a tables match is without a doubt they're going to have the advantage despite being the number one contenders here. Now, it's not our typical tables match. Normally we would have it be elimination rules, so you throw one person through, you just have to throw the other person through. But we are running on a bit of a time crunch here, as we're trying to keep every episode within an hour, so it's only going to be one person through the table this time around. But that, if anything, makes it even more dicey. You cannot afford to make a mistake, because the moment one of you gets thrown through, it's game over. It's game over. Now, with the power advantage, Grace Cameron and Kelly Baxter have got to have the advantage here. However, I don't think they've ever held the United Team titles before. So, that's something as well to keep in mind. And of course, we've got to keep in mind that they're facing multi-time United Team champions here tonight. On one hand, you've got a great all-rounder, very fast, very athletic in Sandra Shark Davies, who's able to get around her opponents quite easily. If this were a regular wrestling match, I'd say that Sandra would have a great chance of fighting these wrestlers. And then you've got Minnie Taylor on the right there, who is pound for pound the strongest wrestler on the women's roster, able to suplex and throw the likes of Kelly Baxter around like it's nothing. If anything, I'd say that Minnie Taylor is going to be the greatest asset for this team heading into this match. As I guarantee you that if Minnie Taylor gets a chance, she will throw Grace Cameron or Kelly Baxter into the table. You see the United Team Championship wrapped around their waist on the line here tonight. This is not going to be easy at all. But that's what I love about this. This should be a lot of fun. Let's get started. You see the tables have been set up. And there's the United Team Championship. That title, it's been hotly contested since the beginning. Now, Minnie Taylor and Sandra Davies, I mentioned how they are the first United Team champions. They are two-time United Team champions. They're also the first United Team champions. Oh, the harpoon! My goodness! Right out of the gate for finishing maneuver. And now, look at that, trying to go for a powerbomb. But Mini Taylor with the roll-up. But unfortunately, there's no pinfalls. But managed to reverse that move. Oh, God, the pit stop. That's not good. And again, trying to break the ribs of Mini Taylor. That is ruthless from Kelly Baxter. Meanwhile, Sandra Davies, eyes on the prize here. Oh, meanwhile, Grace. Oh, what a takedown there. This is a hell of a match to start things off here. My God. Oh, nice reversal there. Oh, good catch. Meanwhile, what is Kelly Baxter about to do to Mini Taylor? Oh my God. Oh my God. Meanwhile, shot at the front, it's in the ring post. Oh! Kelly Baxter, one of the largest women in the roster, just drove all of her weight down onto those ribs. We already saw how Kelly Baxter hit her finisher twice onto the ribs of Mini Taylor. Undoubtedly a tactical effort there by Kelly Baxter to take Mini Taylor out of the picture so that they can be a 2-on-1 assault. And right now, it seems to be working. You see Mini Taylor trying to bring herself up to her feet, but she is absolutely in pain right now. Getting back into the ring, trying to help her friend Sandra Davies there. Oh man, Sandra Davies, they are in a world of hurt right now. Nice back and forth here. The brawl continues. Nice work. And now, Mini Taylor, good work right there. Oh, Kelly Baxter's got the table. Oh, right into Mini Taylor's face. She's down. Oh my God. And now Kelly Baxter still roaming around with that table. Oh my God. Oh God. Sandra, they've gotten the table out of Kelly Baxter's hands. But wait a minute. Grace Cameron going for the other table. Oh, Minnie has eaten a lot of wood here. She's going to have splinters in her teeth for weeks. That is awful. Meanwhile, Sandra Davies, they are doing everything they can here to fight off Kelly Baxter. Oh my goodness. Nice discus punch there. Oh my goodness. The tables right now are... Oh, mad, into the barricade. Both tables are in the ring right now. Oh, into the ring post. And Sandra Davies, they are seeing stars right now. My God. And now back in the ring here. Oh, look at this. A big swing from Kelly Baxter. Kelly Baxter has a lot of strength, a lot of power. And look at that. Swinging Sandra Davies about. They are dazed and confused. No, never mind. I'm mistaken. Meanwhile, nice Tiger suplex there from Mini Taylor. No way. Mini Taylor now with a giant swing of her own. Look at that. Pound for pound with the strongest wrestlers in the women's roster. Oh my goodness. Wow, and even longer than Kelly Baxter's. The crowd are on their feet for Mini Taylor and Sandra Davies. My goodness. Look at this, trying to set the ladders up in the right position here. What are they planning? Oh, wait a minute. Grace Cameron and Kelly Baxter both in the ring here. And now both in control. This is a very bad sign for the United Team Champions. Oh, man. Grace Cameron has one of those tables. Look at this. Oh, Mini Taylor rolls out of the way. But, oh, there we go. Catching this with the elbow there. Oh, Northern Light suplex. Nice work there. Mini Taylor is a suplexing machine. Meanwhile, Sandra Davies just set into the steel steps. Oh, setting up the table. Setting up the table here. Oh my goodness. My God. Look at this. Bringing... Oh, Mini Taylor trying to cling on here. Meanwhile, Sandra Davies, they're up on... Oh my god, springboard drop kick! Springboard drop kick! My god, how is this still going? My god! I can't believe it! Wait a minute. Oh, what's the plan here? I think it's a jackhammer. Look at this! Jackhammer! From Minnie Taylor! Right now, Sandra Davies and Minnie Taylor are fully in control of this match. Bringing another table into things here. And now, Grace Cameron in a lot of trouble right now, it seems. Oh, picking up Grace Cameron here. And driving her down. Oh, my God, you saw Kelly Baxter try to go for a German suplex, but just missed the table. Could you imagine if that had worked? We would have already seen new United Team champions. All into the table. And you see the Sandra Davies trying to send her through the table here, it seems. But they are not being successful right at the moment. Kelly Baxter holding onto the corner for support here. Oh, what is this? Wait a minute. No way. No way. No way. Think about this. Oh my God. They're really bringing the fight to the challengers here. Outside superplex. The crowd are on their feet. They can't get enough of this match. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, caught there. And now going for the arm of Sandra Davies. Sandra Davies, though, they are still standing strong here. Minnie Taylor and Sandra Davies, if they lose this match, it'll be one hell of a loss. Setting up the table once again, Sandra Davies looking to put this one away. Oh, Minnie Taylor's been brought back into the ring. And now bringing Grace Cameron into the table. Oh my God. I mean, look at this. It's a race to see here. Kelly Baxter. No, wait a minute. Sandra, look behind you. Oh my God! We've got new champions! We've got new champions! Full Throttle are your new United Team champions! Oh my goodness! This is incredible! Oh! My God! Just like that! We've got new United Team champions! Gotta give credit to the former champions, Minnie and Sandra. They absolutely gave it their all in that match. But all it took was just one powerbomb to turn the tide and change the match's conclusion. And now for the first time, Kelly Baxter, Grace Cameron are United Team champions, standing atop here as the top tag team here in the women's division. Congratulations to them. We got one match left here tonight. It's time for the main event. And finally, in a steel cage match, Untouchable is taking on Reina Vibora for the world title. Now this will be a regular steel cage match. Pinfalls, submissions, or escaping the cage. All of those are 3 different ways that you can win the match. If you do that, you will walk away with the women's world title. Oh my goodness. Coming down to the ring first. A formidable foe. It's Untouchable. A former global champion. The global championship is equivalent to the Intercontinental Championship. Untouchable actually held on, had it, you know, the thing about the global and Intercontinental Championships is if you can defend it successfully 6 times, you get to go for the world title. Untouchable managed to do it 5 times, but won a #1 contendership match months later to go for this women's world title in this steel cage match. Now for many people I have to imagine Untouchable has to be the favourite, but I don't think it's quite so cut and dry. Reina Vibora, the current world champion, has managed to stand up to wrestlers like Sophia Muller on repeated occasions now. And while Reina has never actually pinned or submitted Sophia Muller, Reina Vibora has quickly become one of the quickest, fastest rising superstars, one of the fastest rising wrestlers in VGIW. Untouchable, meanwhile, is without a doubt the biggest powerhouse VGIW has ever seen. Possibly the biggest powerhouse men's or women's division. Untouchable towers over her opponents and is able to just overpower them. I said on Mini Taylor, pound for pound is the strongest. Untouchable, she's just straight up the strongest. And now she waits. Could get her first VGIW Women's World title reign here tonight. Also, Untouchable, the first person in VGIW history to compete in an intergender match. The first woman to take on the men as she challenged for the hardcore title at Hall of Glory. So Untouchable's already made history once before and might make history here tonight by winning the Women's World title as she takes on Reina Vibora. Untouchable competing for the hardcore title was unexpected given that she'd lost the global title, I think, on a previous night, so not what we expected, but was a welcome surprise nonetheless, following in the footsteps of the likes of Beth Phoenix, Chyna, and many others. Now here's the world champion, Reina Vibora. Reina Vibora, incredibly athletic, incredibly capable in that ring. Someone who I think, if someone's going to stand up to Untouchable, it's got to be someone who's held the world title. The likes of Sophia Muller, the likes of Donna Schmidt, the likes of Nightshade, and the likes of Reina Vibora. I couldn't tell you who I think's going to win this match. Quite frankly, I do not know. There's the Women's World title, the top prize for the women in this division, in this company. There you see Untouchable. Like I said, the tallest woman on the roster, the most powerful woman on the roster. I do not know what you'd have to do to take someone like that on. It's not going to be easy. Reina Vibora, meanwhile, looks like she's staying confident here. And now, look at that, a front flip there. And showing the title to Untouchable, like, look at, like, you're not getting this. Handing it over to the referee now. The referee in the custom showing it to Untouchable. Untouchable, though, only giving a nod. I think Untouchable is so confident she's going to win this, she's not even going to look at it. She'll get plenty of time to look at it if she wins it. The cage is being lowered. The match begins. Here we go. And now, Untouchable bringing Reina Vibora to the side of the cage here. And now, wait a minute, looking up, Reina Vibora taking a few steps back, driving her in. Oh my god! Whoa! 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 Untouchable with so much force! She just broke the cage! I can't believe it! Reina Vibora! The world champion! She's unconscious! Untouchable! That has to be the shortest world title match in history! We've got a new world champion! Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment with your favourite match, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you next time!